broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelley Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.
Welcome back to the Eastern View High School gym in the second half of our Culpeper County doubleheader, the rivalry between Culpeper and Eastern View High School. If the boys' game is as exciting as the girls' game, Gary Dale, we are in for a treat here tonight.
Yeah, the girls' game was a great game to start this two-game series out tonight, Donnie. I really enjoyed that, and all the girls just played wonderful, I thought. I mean, like I said earlier, they left their heart on the floor and played with so much passion until it was pleasure to watch.
Now we got the boys, and Culpeper comes in with a record of 6 wins and 7 losses, coached, of course, by James Thompson. It's nice to see both these coaches are Culpeper High School alumni. Patrick Thornhill with Eastern View, and Eastern View is 4-9, but they are not actually more than that. They had to forfeit 4 games because of an ineligible player, and that was a clerical mistake according to the officials. And were it not for that, they would be 8-5 on the year. But right now they're 4-9. Culpeper 6-7. Eastern View, of course, they've got DeMaio Hunter back. This is his 4th game back, and so he helps them a whole lot. They've got Jace Jackson. They got a good ball club. Culpeper, they've got the Amos guys outside, and they have Jaden Johnson in and Adam Gessler inside, but they don't have a lot of depth. Eastern View has, again, more depth than Culpeper.
Yeah, and tonight is going to be the tale of tempo, because Culpeper is not going to be able to hang with Eastern View in an up and down game. So they're going to have to slow the pace down, I think, and they're going to have to control the tempo of the game, because Eastern View has too many individual ball players that are quicker, faster, jump higher, and more skilled than Culpeper, in my opinion. So they're going to have to control the tempo of the game. I think Coach Thompson probably knows that. They're going to have to set picks. Like I said, when they were playing against James Monroe, set picks and screens to get Nathan Amos open to shoot that basketball. I hope to see that tonight, and I expect to see a fast-paced game, because Eastern View, I'm sure, is going to come out and press and try to get the game going in their direction in a fast-paced atmosphere.
I think one of the players that has to do something tonight for Culpeper is Adam Gassler. He is 6'2", brings a lot of height to the ball club. He and Jaden Johnson have got to control those boards down there, because Eastern View, as you said, they've got some kids that can jump high, and it's going to be tough if those 2 kids for Culpeper don't come down with the rebounds. And now we are just about set. I think we're going to have the bit of the Star Spangled Banner for the first game, and I think we're going to have it for the second game, which is totally appropriate. Eastern View and Culpeper. And apparently we are, well, I don't know what we're going to have here, but apparently we're not going to have the national anthem. We played it at the beginning, so we are here and we're about set for the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Mike Dayton and James Thompson coaching for Culpeper. Patrick Thornhill for Eastern View.
And Jerome Pollard.
Jerome Pollard. Also Culpeper Grand.
Packed house tonight, Donnie.
Oh, it's a good crowd. Both sides are filled. And the second part of this series will be on February 10th, and that will be over at the middle school. It was supposed to have been there this time, but scoreboard clock problem. And Gary Neal, give us the starting lineup.
All right, we got Nathan Amos. We got Devin Scott. We got Devon Cooper, Austin Warren, and Jaden Johnson.
Culpeper Blue Devils 6-7, as we said, trying to even their record. That's 500.
Now for Eastern View. Again, Patrick Thornhill, head coach, Jerome Pollard, assistant. And first off, as far as starting five is Darius Stafford. Tyree Webster helped me with my basketball camp this year. Thank you, Tyree Webster. Jace Jackson.
Lyle Hunter.
We got Hunter and Jimmy Waters.
All right. Culpeper and Eastern View from Eastern View High School. Like I said, if this one is as good as the first game, we are in for a treat. Eastern View won the girls' game 65-61. They remain unbeaten at 12-0, and Culpeper falls to 10-3. Ready to jump. Tap control by Eastern View and a whistle. Some type of infraction there, and the ball will go to Culpeper. Amos outside.
Eastern View starting in a man-to-man. A lot of pressure on Amos.
Cooper. And a foul. And foul is going to be called on. Let's see, who is this on?
Jimmy Waters.
And Cooper misses the first one. We saw free throws play a big part in that first game. And he bangs this one home. So it's a 1-0 Culpeper lead as we begin play.
Culpeper in a 1-2-2 zone defense. Austin Warren's out front of the top. He moves pretty quick for a big man.
Stafford. Back outside. Long three-pointer by Hunter. Follow up is in. What a shot there by Tyree Webster. Amos has it stripped away and a jump ball is called. Two-one Eastern View. Stafford, Jace Jackson.
I think Eastern View is going to have to put a man there in the middle against this 1-2-2.
Three-point shot will not go. Rebound underneath. Kept in play by Eastern View. Waters can't get it. And a foul. Waters coming over the back after the rebound. Nope, I was wrong there. The foul was called on Jaden Johnson. Little 10-footer, Chase Jackson. Three-pointed from outside will not go for Culpeper.
Good pass.
Ahead, Jackson gets by his man. Can't make the shot. And a steal. Stafford. All of a sudden, it is 6-1 Eastern View. And a whistle. Foul's going to be called on Webster.
See, if they don't set picks for Nathan Amos, I don't see him getting open tonight, Donnie.
Well,
not with the quickness that Eastern View has.
His brother just checked into the ballgame, Matthew Amos. And foul is going to be called on DeMario Hunter. Nathan Amos stops and fires. Will not go. Waters comes down. Leads it ahead. Stafford. Ends close. Waters. And Waters puts it in. Nice little shot along the baseline.
Good passing that time. Took their time, was in control, kept their heads up. Little pocket pass to Waters. Turned out nicely. Here we go.
Steal. Stafford for two. And suddenly it is a 10-1 Eastern View lead. And James Thompson wants to talk this over. Timeout on the floor with a score. Eastern View 10, Culpeper 1, back in 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found in Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, 825-8371.
Well, Gary Deal, at the beginning you said Eastern View's quickness was going to take its toll on Culpeper, and so far it has.
Yeah, and see, right,
And Stafford comes up with that loose ball.
Amos has got to play in control, and
Waters comes out with it somehow and then throws it away. And a foul down there is going to be called on J.C. Clancy. Eastern View completely out of control right there. Devon Cooper makes the first. And Culpeper so far only has 2 free throws in the first 3 minutes of this game. And he banked that one home, 10-3.
Culpeper's picking up full court now, man to man.
And I don't know that that's a good idea, considering the quickness. Stafford outside missed it. Jaden Johnson.
Tyree Webster.
Oh, excuse me, Tyree Webster.
So you're going to set up and get control of the offense, set some picks. I don't see any picks being set. It's the only way Amos is going to get open and get a free shot. He's going to be shooting. They're going to be shooting 4 shots all night unless they set some screens against Eastern View, because Eastern View is so quick with their athletes until you got to set screens.
At the line, Jaden Tyler got it. So now Culpeper has 4 free throws and trail 10-4. Josh Sweeto coming in now for Eastern View. Tyler's second shot is no good. Rebound comes down to the Cyclones. Jace Jackson for 3. nothing but net. 13-4. Culpeper has yet to get a field goal. Amos, Tyler, Jaden Johnson missed it, got it back, put it up, missed it again. Waters, 4 men there, and he got fouled. Foul is on Matthew Amos. Backcourt pressure. Jace Jackson from the corner. Webster for 3.
Can't leave him open, Donnie.
16-4 with
Remember a few games ago, Tyree had 30.
Amos driving. Got it. First field goal of the night with 4 minutes gone in the first quarter for Culpeper.
It was contested, though, Donnie. It was contested. Nothing is free against Eastern View.
And we got a whistle. I think we had a kick ball there. Anyway, Eastern View has the basketball with a 10-point lead. Webster for 3. Cooper comes down with it. Amos. And he lost it.
Tyree with a great hustle there coming from behind to get that steal.
Waters had it. Finally got it back. And we got a whistle and a foul, and Stafford will go to the line. Darius Stafford will be at the line for the Cyclones, who lead 16-6. 3:15 to go in the first period. First one is up and good.
Darius Stafford's got a nice shot there, Don. He's got good rotation on the ball. He's a good ball player, and I've enjoyed watching him this year play basketball.
Adam Glassler in now for Culpeper. Second shot no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Nathan Amos. Eastern View will have the basketball. Siwador. Now Jace Jackson sets the offense. Webster. Down low, nice pass in there, but he can't get it to go. And
Street.
Montrell Street.
Street. We talked to him about him before the game started, Donnie. You were wondering who the tall person was, and looked like he had grown a couple inches in the last month or so, and he showed his ability right there.
And he puts the three-point play in. 20-6. 2:57 to go, first period. Culpeper with only one field goal this first quarter so far. Domination by Eastern View. And a steal right there. Turnover.
All right.
Webster and Jace Jackson will set the offense. Blue Devils in the zone. 3-2. Cross-court pass. Three-pointer will not go. Stafford turns off the palm of his hand. They didn't have much rotation on that. Amos missed. Amos missed. Gassler missed. Seawater comes down with the ball. Ahead, Jackson. And he tried to stuff it and was fouled.
That's the second layup, though, that Jace Jackson has missed because he's trying to be too cute. Now, if this was a close game, I might have to bring him over to the bench and sit him out for a little while and talk to him. but he's having fun, so that's important.
Yeah, but winning the game is what you're trying to do. And it's hard to tell these kids that a dunk and a layup both equal 2 points. They want the flash. Got the 2 points on the 2 free throws, and now it's 22-6. Eastern View well in control. Gassler. Tyler trying to make a move. Amos in the lane out to Tyler. Eastern View playing great defense. Amos, no.
Yeah, everything's contested because he can't get open.
Cyclones with the basketball, Samudor. Washington, Webster. Shot way short. Scramble for the ball. And it's a jump ball, the arrow pointing in the direction of Culpeper. So the Blue Devils will.
See, it's a tale of pressure defense against a man-to-man for Eastern View. And then Culpeper can't get open to shoot the basketball. Everything is contested, like right there.
Amos missed it, but he'll go to the line.
And then for Eastern View, they're getting open shots because they're playing in a zone down here. Culpeper's playing in a zone, and they're getting open shots. So you got to set those picks in order to get Culpeper players open, especially Nathan Amos.
And Amos at the line shooting 2. Got it. Nathan will have a second. Missed that one. Three-pointer from outside, no good. Follow-up is up and in.
Street.
Montrell Street. Matthew Amos to his brother, who puts it up, and an offensive foul is called on Nathan Amos. Trying to do too much in there.
I thought that was a bad call, Donnie. I thought he went up for the shot and he came into him, but
that's not the way the official saw it.
And the
he has more power than we do.
The official was correct.
Siwador.
Let's go, Cam.
Cam Roy. Darius Stafford.
Yes, get him.
Follow up Street, no good. Street again.
Yeah, Cam.
Cam Roy missed it. Eastern View still in control. Down to 20 seconds, 21 seconds to go, first period. Roy. Ten seconds and counting. Stafford. Siwador. 3. And the first quarter comes to an end with the score. The Eastern View Cyclones 27, the Culpeper Blue Devils 7. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found and Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found and Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.
A 20-point lead for the Eastern View Cyclones after one quarter, and Eastern View's defense held Culpeper to one field goal in that first 8 minutes. Amos. Gassler. No. Rebound. Johnson has it knocked away.
See, if I got my man would be out there setting a big pick like number 50. If they're going to play that tough a defense on Nathan Amos and pressure him that much the whole game, I'd have my big man out there setting hard picks on them to make them suffer if they were going to guard my man like that the whole game.
Well, the foul is going to be called on Solomon Nawabi, and it will send Darius Stafford to the line for Eastern View.
They might guard him the whole game like that, Donnie, but they're going to feel it after the game because my big 50 and Austin Warren both are going to be out there, you know, being physical and making them pay for pressuring him like that.
Yeah, that's a double dribble there on Tyler. Matthew Amos will check back in, and Tyler will go out for Culpeper. Chase Jackson tosses it in. Stafford. And Chase
Cam Roy.
Cam Roy.
Remember Cam Roy last game we televised, Donnie? He had a really good game.
29-7. Amos off the glass, no good. He will go to the line. 7th team foul on, well, there's 17 fouls on Culpeper, 7 now on Eastern View, so 1-1 in play for both teams, rest of the way to halftime. Amos gets it.
I didn't realize that Jaden Johnson just going out the game was B.J. Johnson's son. B.J. was a good player.
He was.
A very good player, and he's a good coach now and does a lot for the kids. And thank you for that, B.J. And like seeing Jaden in there. He's a good player.
Amos gets both of them to go. Webster. Cam Roy has it taken away by Gassler. Amos all over him. Throws it away. Touched last by Eastern View. Devon Cooper will toss it in for Culpeper. Gassler will go out, and Johnson will come back in. Matthew Amos has it stolen. Cam Roy leads it ahead. Webster. Roy for 2. 31-9. Double teamed over there is Amos, and a blocking foul is going to be called. I think on Webster, on Darius Stafford.
Amos is kind of in a mode where he's trying to do a little too much right now. And I think he feels the pressure of trying to get his team back in the basketball game, but he's got to slow down a little bit. Be calm a little bit more.
7 out of Culpeper's 9 points have come from the free throw line. And now 8 out of 10. 31-10 is our score. And now 31-11. Blue Devils still only have one field goal in a quarter plus. Chase Jackson down low. Gets it back from Walker and puts it in. Nice give and go. 33-11. Amos had it, lost it. And now Matthew Amos, Gassler. Nope. Gassler gets it back, drives, got it, and the basket, and a foul. Adam Gassler will go to the line. Waters goes out. Let's see, Wardor comes back in. Patrick Thornhill has used about his whole bench.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Amos missed it. So Wardor comes down with the ball. And Eastern View on the attack. Stafford. Chase Jackson for three. Way off the mark. Suwardo puts it in with the left hand.
Street.
Over there, Montreal Street, excuse me.
Street's having a good game tonight.
35-13. Tyler looking low, can't find anybody. Now gets it to Matthew Amos. Can't get the roll. And up and in by Amos. 35-15, still a 20-point lead. Culpeper with the turnover. Amos for three. Nope. Stafford. And I think they're going to call the foul on the floor and will not give him the basket. In the NBA, that would be continuation.
Yes, yes it would.
Gassler goes out for Culpeper. Devin Scott comes back in. Darius Stafford at the line for the Cyclones. Hits the first. 36-15. In and out. Culpeper got it. And staved in by Stafford. Yeah, backcourt, I guess, because he had control in the front.
Good call.
That was.
He was in the air. He hadn't established his
Position.
his feet on this end of the court.
Right. Blue Devils with the basketball, trailing by 21. And threw it away. Jace Jackson. That time he didn't try to stuff.
He tried. He just couldn't quite get up there, Donnie.
38-15. And another turnover for Culpeper.
Jace Jackson is learning how to dunk. He's not there yet, I don't believe. I bet he could dunk a volleyball, and he probably can dunk a basketball too, but it's got to be perfect.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor, and with timeout, we'll pause for 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, 825-8371.
38-15 our score. Eastern View well in command in this one. And while we got a moment, we'll give you our timeout sponsor, UVA Community Credit Union, strengthening the financial health of our members and of the Culpeper community. UVA Credit Union.com. EVHS.org. Well, we expected Eastern View probably to be the favorite on this, but I didn't really think they would be 23 points better. But apparently they are.
Yeah, they're playing well. They're up and down. They're quick. They're focused tonight.
That was a little strange there. DeMaio Hunter dumps it off. Clancy for 2. I think that's his first 2 points of the night.
Yes, it is. He hasn't been playing a whole lot, surprisingly, tonight, Donnie.
Matthew Amos, nowhere close. All the way, DeMaio Hunter for 2. 42-15. 4 minutes to go in the first half.
They're playing that up and down game, Donnie, and just it's not good for Culpeper playing that up and down game like this.
Well, Culpeper doesn't have a team that can slow it down either. So they have to play what they can play, and unfortunately, Eastern View can play it better. First shot up, no good by Austin Warren. Joe Washington in for Eastern View. Warren gets the second. 42-16. Oh, nice play underneath it. A miss by Jace Jackson, but he got it back and got the second one. 44-16. 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the first half. Nawabi for Culpeper brings it down. And Nathan Amos is fouled by Subodor. Well, when you get to this stage of the game, you start thinking, are we going to get 100?
That's true, Donnie. We're not at halftime yet.
Nope.
And,
Amos puts in 2. Does Amos have he has 1 field goal tonight.
he's got 6 points from the foul line and 1 field goal.
1 field goal. Culpeper only has 3 field goals. Amos puts another one in. And Jaden Johnson will come back in. And Devin Scott will go out. Subodor, Cam Roy. Hunter. Scramble for the ball. Tapped around. Culpeper comes down. And Amos is fouled by Roy.
Amos is living at the foul line tonight, Donnie.
Well, you know what? He's not getting any shots from outside,
No.
so that's the only points he's going to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Eastern View's on him like ticks on a hound dog.
Sitting his foul shots.
Well, that's something. At least that gets you close to your average. And he dribbled that one in. 44-20, down to a 24-point lead. Subodor. Roy. Whistle. And Culpeper is helping out the scoring by committing fouls. And from now on, it's, well, they got 1 more for the double bonus. Jaden Williams is in the ball game now for Eastern View. Everybody has played. Roy missed it. And it's going to be Culpeper basketball. Backcourt pressure. Now these are all subs now. Eastern View playing totally with subs. Nawabi puts it in. Solomon Nawabi. Underneath. Williams. Nice pass in there. 46-22. Amos for three. Nope.
He was just relieved he got an open shot that time, Donnie.
He did. 2:17 to go, first half. 46-22. Eastern View by 24. Cam Roy for three. Off the mark. Johnson to Nawabi. Leads it ahead to Matthew Amos, who puts it in for two. Under 2 minutes. I don't know that Eastern View has ever scored 100 points. I don't think they have. And down the lane, nice shot there by DeMayo Hunter. 48-24, Amos missed it. Hunter dumps it off to Williams for two more. 50-24, and now almost another basket by Eastern View on the turnover. Amos for two with the left hand. 50-26. Down to a minute in the first half. Hunter lost it. Matthew Amos, double team. Somehow got a shot up, but it's no good. And Williams comes down with the ball for the Cyclones. 45 seconds and counting. Hunter will take a three. Nope. Williams over the back, but it wasn't called. Three-pointer by Amos, no good. And Eastern View calls a timeout while we've got time on the floor, Gary Neal. Let's talk about some of our sponsors. Our live sponsor, Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC systems. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer you up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. And Found & Sons, supporting youth at all levels. Seamador outside. All subs in now. And Seamador takes a three, could not get it to go. Culpeper will get the ball for the last 10 seconds. Well, they will not. And we got a whistle.
It's a good rebound, that last play by Jaden Johnson.
In it goes from the corner. Three-point shot, no good. Follow-up by Williams will not count. First half comes to an end with a score. The Eastern View Cyclones 50, Culpeper Blue Devils 26. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons. More than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelley Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.
50-26 is our score. It's been Eastern View all the way as they have dominated their crosstown rival Culpeper, and it just take away the two Amos boys and they're scoring, and Culpeper has practically nothing.
Yeah, you're right, Donnie. Nathan Amos made all of his points except for 2 at the foul line. He had 11 points in the first half, and his brother Matthew had 8 points. And Jace Jackson for Eastern View led the team with 13. And there were several other players that had 5 or 6, including Montreal Street. He had 7, and it's kind of been an up and down game for Eastern View with a lot of pressure defense, and all Culpeper has are contested shots.
And you know, if you look here at the scoring for Nathan Amos and Matthew Amos, they have 5 field goals between them. All those field goals came under the basket. They did not get a single outside shot all night long. Oh, well, we've got little action in the stands here now. Not sure whether we filmed that or not, but the police are taking care of it over there.
I think it was 2 women going,
yeah.
2 girls going at it.
Little hair.
We had a girl fight down.
Little hair pulling.
Yeah.
But let's get away from that.
The sheriff's department was there in a very timely manner, though.
They were. Absolutely. Eastern View is finally just coming back on the floor. They halftime tonight was a lot longer than normal, and Eastern View.
Well, they had a couple of awards that they gave out, and one was for Kaylee Keene, I believe.
Marshall Keene's daughter.
Marshall Keene's daughter got a cheerleading award, which was well deserved.
Yep.
And
she apparently is a fantastic cheerleader. I've heard so much about her.
And she's working out at our field house too, Donnie, with the kids, the toddlers for tumbling. So she's teaching tumbling out there at the field house.
All my grandkids are in all that stuff. They're gone all the time. Tumbling and gymnastics, and my grandson is into the Ninja Warrior. My son-in-law has been on the American Ninja Warrior twice. And he got, pretty far along in that on the national competition on TV. But his son, my grandson, he is into it, and he goes next weekend down in North Carolina. He's 12, wow. And he won a competition, and I don't particularly like the show myself, but they love it, so they're at it. Well, the action in the stands was probably the most exciting thing in this ballgame. I hate to say it, but Eastern View leading 50-26 as we get ready for the start of play in the second half. And I'll tell you what, While we're waiting here, why don't we pause for 30 seconds, and then we'll come back with the second half of tonight's game. You're watching basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found in Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, 825-8371.
Just about set for action in the second half here tonight. 50-26 is our score. Eastern View, as we said, just from the outset, they came out to a 10-1 lead and have not been corralled since. They are just...
No, and I expect the same in the second half, and I think Coach Thornhill will probably play his bench most of the second half to get some of his underclassmen experience, which is smart going into the next year, especially since they have a record now that doesn't look like they're going to make regionals or go very high in postseason. So I think that'll be smart. Jace Jackson is having a good game.
Starts it off with a three, and it's 53-26. And Patrick Thornhill played everybody in the first half, and I'm sure everybody will play in the second half. Tyler, bounce pass inside, knocked away. Ball will stay with Culpeper. And turnover. Stafford to DeMaio Hunter, and that's a big two, and it's 55-26. Eastern View again. Stafford for two more, 57. That is 7 points in less than a minute for Eastern View in the second half. And we are going to get two more here unless something happens. And DeMaio Hunter puts two more in, 59-26. And James Thompson says we got to slow this down a little bit and calls timeout. Timeout on the floor. And we will be back in 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found in Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, 825-8371.
6 minutes and 54 seconds left in the third period, and in a minute and 6 seconds, Eastern View has scored 9 points, excuse me. 8 points. I take that back. I can't even count them. They're so fast. Shot up and in by Nathan Amos. Hunter outside. Jace Jackson for three. Nope. Walker outside. Webster. And rebound comes down to Culpeper, and we've got a whistle. Amos is going out. He looks like he turned an ankle, but that's not good. So we may not see him the rest of the way. You can't waste him in a game like this.
Yeah, I think he's going to the locker room, Donnie.
Tyler for Culpeper. Webster on him. Matthew Amos wheels, goes in, and has the ball swatted away.
Good move by Matthew Amos on that. And good physical block by Darius Stafford.
Amos will go to the line and shoot a pair. Off the front iron. I tell you, these guys got to be a little bit tired because Eastern View has run them ragged tonight.
Did you get tired when you were 17, 18, Donnie?
Yeah, I did. It depends on what I was doing. Amos, Gassler, working on Walker, puts it up too hard, rebound, knocked around and out of bounds, and it will be Eastern View ball. I don't think I got as tired as I probably would now.
What were some of the activities back then that would make you tired? I mean, back then, did they have many activities that you could do back then when you were 17 or 18?
Well, they had walking and breathing. And very early in the stage of man there. One of these days deal. No respect. I get no respect. Me and Rodney Dangerfield. And there goes Darius Stafford. And it is 60-29. And almost another steal there. And a foul is going to be called on the inside. We'll send Devon Cooper to the line for Culpeper. Got the first, and he'll get a second.
Donnie, are you going down to Florida this spring for baseball, for spring training?
I'm hoping to.
You usually go every year, don't you?
Half of the last 3 or 4 years. I go down to Port St. Lucie where the Mets train. And of course, Washington is real close. You got 4 teams there, Washington, Houston, the Mets, and the Cardinals are all there within 20 miles, 25 miles. Nawabi has the ball knocked away. And Stafford can't keep it in.
Do you usually stay for a couple weeks? Or?
Usually about a week is about all I can get away for. And, of course, I take my golf gloves. They have some really nice courses down there.
It's nice to get away from the cold weather.
It is.
In late February, early March.
Everybody thinks that March is the beginning of spring. March is the worst month of the year. Gassler.
It's always windy, that's for sure.
It is, and wet. Gassler puts that one in. Usually get my garden, my early crops planted, and then there's nothing to do then until 1st of May, so I head out.
Well, you write your articles, don't you?
Well, I can take the computer and do that down here.
Oh, okay.
62-33. Nawabi up, and nice move. If they just keep rolling it on. 65-35, 30-point lead. And we got a foul from behind. Jackson will be charged. 3:41 to go. Clancy comes into the ball game now for Eastern View. Walker goes out. Waters goes out, excuse me. Amos, and he's fouled. And the question is, my man, when the 4th quarter rolls around, will we have a running clock? That's a sad thing to say for a Culpeper team, but it's a possibility tonight.
Yes, it is.
Amos. Got it. 65-37, Amos with the both. Jackson. Clancy along the baseline, wheels in, turns. Nice shot by Clancy, but it wouldn't go. And a foul underneath will send Montreal Street to the free throw line to shoot two.
Clancy hadn't played much tonight. I'm surprised because he's going to be here next year, and he's got a lot of potential, I think, if he works hard this summer and plays the games coming up for the rest of the season for Coach Thornhill. I think he's got, by next year, I think he's going to be a good little ball player.
He missed them both. Hunter wheels it outside. Webster can't get the three to go. And the Wabi comes down. Oh, got his man in the air and then made a move, but still missed the shot. Street had it, lost it. He came down. And the ball touched the line out of bounds. While we are got you on here, we'll remind you our next game will be Friday. Carolina Culpeper girls game. Culpeper will be trying to rebound from its earlier loss tonight to Eastern View.
And Nicole Wooten is working back at our station hard. Thank you, Nicole.
Amos has it blocked down there. Eastern View, I think Webster tried to save it in or save it off a Culpeper player, but hit his own player. And the fans are starting to thin out here. Gassler, I like the way Gassler plays. He doesn't get a whole lot of playing time. Stafford, Webster. Stafford will take a three. Nobody's hit many threes tonight. And DeMaio Hunter with a nice little reverse layup there. 67-39. We're still 2 minutes away from the end of the third quarter. Cooper to Gassler, makes a move, and is tied up. Darrell Washington, the man that tied him up. And both teams think they've got the ball, but it's going to end up in Culpeper's hands. Cooper. Warren driving and scoring. 1:49 to go. Third period, 67-41. Clancy down the lane, wheels off the glass, no good. Follow-up is no good. Eastern View maintains control. And Hunter, little drive in there, puts it in. 69-41.
It's 12 for Hunter now. A lot of inside shots.
Amos, no three. I don't think there's a three. No, Culpeper hasn't gotten a three tonight. Cam Roy missed it. No foul call under there. And finally it's put in by Williams. Or excuse me, Darrell Washington. And at the other end, Cooper. 71-43. Steele, Dawabi missed it. Amos for two, and he will go to the line. Matthew Amos will go to the line. Dathan Amos, his brother, turned an ankle, and he probably will, I'm sure he won't play the rest of the game. Hope he'll be in good shape. Friday night, Culpeper has a doubleheader with Caroline. We said we'll do the girls' game, but the boys will be at Caroline. Amos missed it. Suador had an opening and made it with the left hand. Eastern View will be playing Chancellor a doubleheader. The girls will be here and the boys will be down at Chancellor. Warren can't get it to go. Suador has it ripped around.
Getting a little sloppy now, Donnie.
It's getting very sloppy. 73-45. We get one more basket. We're on point for 100. Missed it. Street comes down with it. Gets it outside. And thrown away with 1 second. And are they going to give it the 1 second or are they going to say it's all over? Officials are discussing it, and they say that's enough. Third quarter comes to an end with a score, Eastern View 73 and Culpeper 45. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons. More than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.
73-45 a score. You know, Gary, one of the officials came over, very friendly guy, and talked to us. The officials have done a good job tonight.
Yes, they have, Donnie.
We had one call that, you know, we just kind of disagreed a little bit about, but other than that, they have done a great job. And we've got an offensive foul. Somebody in the stands called that one. Illegal pick.
Yeah, I remember when there used to be only two officials, Donnie, and they did that transition. I don't know, 30 years ago. They went with three officials.
Oh, yeah, somewhere along in there. It's been a while. Roy missed the shot. Williams Washington up and in. Darrell Washington, 75-45. Cooper will not go. Culpeper controls. Amos for three, and that's the first three-pointer of the night for the Culpeper Blue Devils. Matthew Amos at 7:15 of the fourth quarter. You never thunk that. 75-48. Roy can't get that three. He keeps trying.
Yeah, he's rushing it a little bit. He'll work on that this summer.
Well, he slid that foot and it wasn't called. Not sure about who knocked that out. Officials will have to discuss it, and they do. That ball hit like a pinball machine. It hit about four heads out there.
Hey, Cam, don't rush, baby. Cam, don't rush. Good call, ref. Good call.
It's going to go to Eastern View. Valentin Mancha
Coach Thornhill's emptied his bench now. Everybody's in there.
Everybody's in there. Mancha number 13. Everybody has played on both teams. Sewador makes a little move down the lane, dumps it off. Nice play in there.
Very nice pass.
Jaden Williams. And a steal. Washington holds up, waits for help. Stayed in bounds with a little help from the official there. Sewador with 2. 79-48. And the faithful starts heading home. Checking back in now for Eastern View is Ian King. Everybody is playing, as we said. Matthew Amos, the freshman, driving and scoring.
Matthews had a good game tonight.
79-50.
Matthews got 18 tonight, Donnie.
Maybe a season high for him. Cooper has his pocket pick. King. Cam Roy. And a steal. Nawabi for 2. Nawabi's got some points here tonight.
Yep.
Williams missed it. And little bumping and grinding underneath, and we got a whistle. Eastern View with the ball. Cam Roy outside. Nawabi had it, almost lost it, got it back.
Almost forgot his luggage there, John.
He did. Amos. Oh, long 3.
See, now they're getting those open shots. That's what do you got to work for?
Well, you're playing the second string,
but
too.
you got to work for that when the game is starting, though. You got to work for those shots.
It's all true. Cam Roy makes a good move, but can't finish. Amos has it taken away. Cam Roy. Culpeper ball. 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. No running clock tonight. Now that's good. These kids need to get some playing time in front of their fans and their parents and their uncles and their aunts. And Cooper gets an easy basket down low, 79-57. So we're not going to get 100, and I would be so bold as to say that Patrick Thornhill would not run the score up to 100 against. Oh my goodness! Valentin Mancha. Cooper. Gassler gets the 2. 82-59. Under 3 minutes. Mancha will take another one. No good. Follow up by Williams is no good. Nawabi. Gassler. Yes! Got the roll. Nice pass there by Nawabi. 82-61. Roy, he can't get that 3. He's trying.
Yeah, looks like his rotation is a little bit off tonight on his shot.
Washington. A little firm. Gassler comes down with the ball for Culpeper. 2 minutes and counting. Amos is fouled. Again, we remind you that Friday night we'll be at Culpeper for the Caroline playing Culpeper, the girls' game. Amos at the line, puts it in. Matthew Amos, not Nathan Amos, the freshman, Matthew. Connects on both.
Matthew has 23 tonight, Donnie.
It's got to be a season high, career high for him as a freshman.
Yeah.
Nawabi pulls it away, starts the break, 2-on-3, and he lost it. Cam Roy. Eastern View break, 2-on-2, and Roy with a circus shot there would not go, but the follow-up by Washington does. 84-63. Eastern View down to the last minute. We got a foul called on Amos. Amos is, when you see a player with his hands on his knees like that, you know he's winded.
Yeah, I think he hurt his knee a little bit.
Yeah, he did. But he has done some running tonight. And we got both Amos boys hurt. That is not good. Nathan twisted his ankle or rolled it or something. Washington baseline, outside. Roy has it blocked. Will not go. Nicholas Huffman was the one on the block there, 32. He's the last player to come in. And he gets another block, but a foul is going to be called on Cameron Groves. I take that back. It's going to be on Huffman. Cam Roy at the line with 42 seconds between Eastern View and another victory. And Roy got 1 out of 2, 85 to 63. Huffman, and he is fouled. Or did he step on the line? He stepped on the line. So it will turn over to Eastern View. 38 seconds could be the last possession of the ball game. Hey, Tech and Virginia play tomorrow night.
Oh, they play tomorrow night?
They play tomorrow night. I think it's
Tech,
at Virginia.
Tech's been kind of in a slump, haven't they?
They have. Roy still can't get that three. That may be his last opportunity. Nawabi, he'll take a three, and he will make it. Solomon Nawabi, 5 seconds left, 85-66. And that will be our final score. 85-66. The Eastern View Cyclones defeat the Culpeper Blue Devils, and we'll be back with a final recap in about 2 minutes. You're watching Eastern View High School basketball, the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons. More than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelley Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.
Well, we had one good game tonight. The girls' game was a real doozy with Eastern View beating Culpeper 65-61. The nightcap wasn't so hot. Eastern View just put it all over the Blue Devils by a score of 85-66. You pegged it early. You said that you thought Eastern View was just too fast and too quick.
Too fast, too quick, too many athletes for Culpeper, and the tempo got out of hand early, and it was just hard to stay competitive with up and down in an up and down basketball game like they were playing out there on the court.
All right, Gary, let's go down to the final stats of tonight's ball game, and we'll put this one to bed.
For Culpeper tonight, Nathan Amos, who hurt his ankle or knee, I think it was his ankle, left the game early in the earlier part of the third quarter. He wound up with 13 points. And his brother, Matthew Amos, had, like you said, Donnie, I think he maybe had a career high, had 23, and led the team. And for Eastern View, Jace Jackson had a very good game at 16 points. Didn't play the fourth quarter. Darius Stafford had 12 points through three quarters. And DeMaio Hunter also had 12 through three quarters. So Eastern View had 3 or 4 kids in double figures and had an all-around good game from the starting 5.
And it could have been a lot worse. Patrick Thornhill pulled his starters out, and of course everybody got to play on both teams, so at least that's good for these kids to get some practice. That'll about do it for tonight. Our next game, we will see you Friday night as Caroline comes to Culpeper, and the Culpeper girls try to rebound from their loss tonight. And they have nothing to be ashamed of. They played a great ball game.
They did.
And just to remind you of the schedule again, Culpeper boys down at Caroline, Eastern View. The girls are home against Chancellor. The boys are at Chancellor. So until Friday night, this is Donnie Johnson along with Gary Deal bidding you a very pleasant good evening and reminding you once again that the final scores of tonight's doubleheader. In the girls' game, Eastern View wins 65-61 over Culpeper. The boys' game, Eastern View wins 85-66. You've been watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.